You've probably heard that you're totally unique and that there's nobody like you in the whole world. This is of course true to a certain extent. Still, it might come as a shock that there are some people among us who exhibit some mind-bending features that you have to see to believe. These unique humans have extraordinary traits that are so rare they may as well be their own species. From double-colored irises to extra or missing ribs, the human body is full of wonders and mysteries. Join us as we uncover some of the strangest body features human beings have to offer. What would you do if you suddenly woke up one day with more than 5 digits on either hands and feet? It might seem far-fetched, but this is the reality of Devender Suthar, a man born with 28 fingers and toes. 48-year-old Devender Suthar suffers from a rare genetic condition called polydactylism, which gives him 7 fingers on each hand and 7 toes on each foot. In recognition of this astonishing feat, he holds the record as the person with the most digits on Earth. Back home, Devender Suthar is treated as a celebrity, as fans come in droves just to catch a glimpse of his extra digits. As bizarre as all this may sound, Suthar has a normal job as a carpenter, although he says he has to be extra careful not to slice his fingers off. Suthar considers his polydactylism a blessing and won't cut off his extra digits for any reason. While it's not uncommon for people to have more than 5 digits, Suthar's 7-digit condition truly tests the limit of the human body. You've probably seen people who suffer from dwarfism and are surprised by how short they are. But even among those with dwarfism, there are special types. 28-year-old Heyworldtrending Kasanjiamji suffers from an extreme genetic disorder called primordial dwarfism that makes her even shorter than the average dwarf. From birth, she grew up just like any other child, but after hitting the age of 2, it became apparent that she stopped growing. In 2009, she earned a Guinness World Record for being the shortest living teenager at just 2 feet tall and weighing only 4 kilograms more than her birth weight. She later claimed the record as the shortest living woman in 2011 and has accepted the fame that comes with the title. Heyworldtrending likes to act, and she also starred in TV shows in several countries, such as the US, Italy, and India. She is so small, all her clothes and utensils look like they could fit a Barbie doll. She was included in the 57th edition of the Guinness Book of World Records alongside the world's shortest man, Chandra Bahadur Dangi. This once-in-a-lifetime event marked the first time the world's shortest man and woman had ever met. If you don't have the stomach for the bizarre, it's best you look away now, because this man takes weird to a whole new level. Gary Turner is a sideshow performer who holds the record for the world's stretchiest skin. He suffers from a tissue disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which affects his ligaments, skin, and internal organs. Despite the disease, at least he's got the ability to stretch like a cartoon character. In 1999, Turner performed to a dazzled audience when he stretched the skin of his abdomen a staggering 6.25 inches, earning him the title of the man with the world's stretchiest skin. He can also stretch the skin on his neck so much that it covers half his face. Turner uses his ability to wow and entertain fans all over the world. Watching Gary stretch his skin look so unrealistic, it makes you wonder the limit of what's possible. If Bigfoot was a real person, then he would probably be Rodriguez Hernandez. At the age of 10, Hernandez suspected something was seriously wrong with his feet, as they seemed larger than those of other children around him. He only had to wait 8 more years to confirm his hunch. It was so hard to get shoes that fit him. His parents had to improvise with handcrafted sandals made from tires and old fabric. He set the record for the largest feet on a living person in 2014 when his right foot was measured at 40.1 centimeters, 1.31 feet, and his left 39.6 centimeters, 1.3 feet. Since his rise to fame, German shoemaker George Wessels took it upon himself to make shoes for the 7'2" giant. It seems like his feet just can't stop growing though. In 2018, he broke his own record. His right foot now measures 40.55 centimeters, 1.32 feet, and his left is now at 40.47 centimeters, 1.32 feet. Another towering figure in the world of unique individuals, Sultan Kozan holds the record for the tallest living male, measuring at a staggering 251 centimeters, 8 feet 3/4 inches. Oddly enough, he wasn't always extraordinarily tall. He only started his growth spurt at the age of 10. Kozan suffers from a rare form of gigantism that is caused by a tumor affecting his pituitary gland. Fortunately for him, his fame and recognition allowed him to receive a free surgical procedure that stopped his extreme growth. The Turkish-born farmer became the first person over 8 feet to be measured by Guinness World Records in over 20 years. For someone of his size, finding clothes that can fit can be a cumbersome task. Thankfully, he receives tailor-made clothes from well-wishers and fans. At first glance, Isaac Johnson looks like a regular kid going about his day. However, once he opens his mouth, you immediately can see that he's no ordinary kid. The Minnesota resident holds the record for the world's largest mouth gap. Isaac Johnson's record was briefly broken by Philip Angus with a measurement of 9.52 centimeters, 3.75 inches. Not one to be outdone, Isaac reclaimed his title in 2020 by stretching his mouth even farther than his previous 9.34 centimeter, 3.67 inch record. When open, Johnson's mouth has a gap that measures an impressive 10.175 centimeters, 4 inches. To put things into perspective, objects like oranges, soda cans, and tennis balls can easily fit into his mouth. When asked if opening his mouth that wide hurt, he calmly assured viewers it doesn't hurt at all. Next on our list is Adrienne Lewis, who claims to have the longest tongue in the world. The 24-year-old Michigan resident caused a stir online when she posted videos of her tongue sticking out to astonishing lengths. Her elastic tongue comes out at about 10.16 centimeters, 4 inches, which makes her seem like a human serpent hybrid. On her YouTube channel, she treats her viewers to a barrage of videos of her tongue reaching places that no other tongue dares to go. Growing up, whenever she was attacked by bullies, she would flick her tongue out at them just to scare them off. Unsurprisingly, it worked. A long tongue is cool, but people often forget there is another dimension to consider when measuring things: width. Byron Schlenker is one of the few people to have stumbled upon a rather unusual world record. While going through the 2012 edition of the Guinness Book of World Records with his daughter, Schlenker noticed something strange about the world record for the widest tongue. It measured around 3.1 inches. When Schlenker got home, he grabbed a measuring tape and was shocked to discover his tongue was even wider than the record holder. He contacted Guinness and was awarded the record for the world's widest tongue in 2014 and has enjoyed a moderate amount of fame ever since. It turns out that this trait is genetic, as his daughter Emily holds the widest tongue record for females, measuring 7.33 centimeters, 2.89 inches. When it comes to disproportionate body parts, Matthias Schlitt is a rare specimen. He has a normal-sized left hand, but his right hand looks like it was attached to his body through surgery. Schlitt was born with a genetic defect that makes his right hand bigger and stronger than his left. His massive-looking right hand is 46 centimeters, 18.8 inches around. Taking on the nickname Hellboy, Schlitt entered the world of arm wrestling and has used his large arm to make a name for himself. He was initially laughed at because of his small stature compared to other arm wrestlers. What his competitors didn't realize is that a large part of his weight was taken up by his huge right arm. The 34-year-old German citizen has gone to win over 21 arm wrestling championships and even defeated a robot designed for arm wrestling. To round out our list, we have one more arm wrestler. Meet Jeff Dabe, who has been nicknamed Popeye because of his humongous arms. The Minnesota resident is considered a true freak of nature, as his forearms measure a sizable 49 centimeters, 19 inches in circumference. The University of Minnesota carried out tests to find out the reason why his arms are so huge, but they couldn't find a genetic disorder to blame or any other conclusive reason. His arms are just that big. After hurting his right arm in 1986, he gave up arm wrestling, but picked it up again in 2012 using his left hand. He went on to become the state champion for Minnesota, which earned him a ticket to compete in the World Arm Wrestling League (WAL) circuit. Jeff Dabe's hands are so huge, a custom-sized 36 wedding ring had to be made for him, which is reportedly the biggest ring ever made. Everyone is unique, but as we can see from this list, some people are more unique than others. Which one of these features would you like to have? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Now, if you like these videos and want to see more, then make sure you leave us a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications to be the first to watch all our new and exciting videos. I will be replying to every comment on this video as well, so good luck.